Hey, how's it going, guys? Yeah, I was just thinking about the amount of crisis that this country gets involved in. Whether we're the reason we're in those crises or not, we get in them. I mean, there's no shortage of crisis, and crisis usually require money. And the United States is not shy about jumping out there and solving crisis and getting involved in them and starting them. And I feel that we're going to continuously be pushed back as black people if we keep waiting for a crisis not to happen. Because if you look at every crisis listed in the United States from the beginning of this country's time, there's one crisis that's always been there. It's never been addressed, it's never been dealt with, it's been ignored. And that's the black American population in the United States. Needs to be addressed, needs to be dealt with because how can you hate a group of people so much that you would just let them slowly be choked out right in front of your eyes? You can lock them up and watch their lives just slowly decline into nothingness, as opposed to lighten it up with education and opportunities. In the entire history of our existence, into nothingness, as opposed to lighten it up with education and opportunities. In the entire history of our existence here, we have never been done right by. And we continue to get people involved in the political process who work against us, and we cheer for them and we fight for them. And the debate that's going on right now about Kamala Harris being black, it means nothing. I don't care if she's orange. I don't care if she's green, blue, red. I don't give a damn. If Kamala Harris liked us enough, respected us enough, understood our plight enough, she'd be like saying, as president, this is what I'm gonna do for you guys. But she can't because they won't even give her the nomination if she indicates that she's gonna be pro-black on her agenda. It's okay to look like us, but when you go out there and start acting black and pulling for things that no one has ever done before, do you realize that not only will we be getting our first female president, we'll be getting, each time I look at it this way, we'll be getting a person with a brand new opportunity to do something that no other president has done before. Pay a little bit of attention to black people, a little bit, so that we can build on it. Not do something for us and then say you're done. Do something for us and get it straightened out. We have a place in this country. We deserve to be respected in this country. Why do we have to constantly, year in and year out, get involved in political processes, campaign? We get on TV, we get fired as news reporters and journalists. We lose our jobs for commenting on things that have nothing to do with us. Israel, you know, that has nothing to do with us. And we get involved with world affairs. We comment. We want to be involved. We want to know what's going on and let everybody know that, politically and in world affairs, we're connected. We understand. And then when we do, we always get passionate and we always start to cry for things like ceasefires in Gaza, which is saying that Israel is doing something wrong. That ain't acceptable over here. You can't be doing that. You have to support Israel 100% because Israel has the right to defend itself. Even kind of like the police, I guess. If they feel like needs to be defended, what goes on in their head is the truth, and that's how the police feel, and that's how the United States feels. How it feels in your head is how it is. No matter what another group feels, they've been through, have seen, have done, have caused pain upon them, and their word and their physical presence mean nothing. Go and look where black people live. Don't continue to take our black people who do make it and keep them in slavery like you do the rest of them. You don't even give them an opportunity to help us because if any of them do, I don't think it would be good for them. I don't even know why any really, I mean, just really extremely rich black people don't do anything for black people. And maybe it's because uh, they know something is going to happen to them that's not going to be good, because it doesn't make any sense why we can't get this thing going in the right direction. It's way too intentional. It's way too obvious. You get a young lady who identifies as African American or whatever and wants to run for president and needs your constituency and your support in order to be successful in her campaign. And she's not even willing in her first address to the black audience. She could have pulled a Donald Trump to end all Donald Trumps. She could have got up there and said, and black people, we ain't here just to shake our booties and we ain't here just to dance. Although we like to do that, if that's our culture, if that's how they roll with us, but still give us something. Don't treat us ignorantly and give us a concert. Jobs and all the anytime you take money out of our government in the form of our taxes and use it for something that I guess benefits someone who is not a taxpaying citizen, then yeah, you need to explain that to us, and you need to explain why you can't do the same thing for taxpaying citizens. Take a few $1 billion out and do something exclusively for black people and show them that you really are pushing in that direction. Ultimately, we want the cash. That's it. That's what you guys want. That's what everybody want. Give us some cash, give us some land, and let's make it. And yes, give us for what we have given you, basically our lives. And I'm tired of arguing with my black folks, though, y'all. I'm out in the streets now, hugging folks when I walk by them. Hey, what's going on, my brother? How you doing, my son? I'm trying to just be a positive force out there as best I can. Smile at people as much as I can. I feel good about life. I don't feel good about our lives collectively here in the country, but we got a chance because we still breathing, and they keep allowing rules and regulations to go into place that aren't enforced and that aren't paid attention to. Voting being one of them. We need to start paying attention to our rights and utilizing them appropriately where they benefit us. If somebody gives you the right to vote, don't take the, the right to vote and give it back to them. What you're giving them the opportunity to advance whatever it is they're working on or trying to do. But what they're trying to do ain't you. It ain't me. It's them. And Kamala's a part of that. I ain't mad at her if she think being a politician and being Democrat. The United States is a powerful drug. The United States is a powerful drug. And when you get on it, it's very hard to look at yourself as being any race. You're an American and you are very disrespectful toward other people's ways of life. And you can't be. You have to understand that who we say we are, the eloquent speeches that have been written, the statements that have been made in regard to this country, and then we gone out there and we don't walk that at all. We go out there and do the things that we should not be doing, and morally as a country. And if you're in somebody's country and you got a base set up and it's benefiting you and your national security, I guess, so to speak, that's cool. But if the people whose country that is decide that they're tired of you using their patio or their window to look out at your enemy, and because you're on their land and they want you out, you can't get mad. You just gotta go. The United States has a very aggressive attitude when it comes to its safety and its national defense, so to speak. And we can't let them infringe on other people's rights just so that they can feel comfortable. It's a very, very delicate subject, but it's a subject that happens where the United States way of life and level of comfort is more important than another person's survival. Comfort versus survival. Comfort versus survival. Yeah, a person's level of comfort should never supersede someone's survival, but for some reason it does. But as citizens of the United States who have been wronged, whose ancestors have been wronged, and whose ancestors beyond them have been wronged, we need to continue to fight. We cannot let them just walk away and think that this is just how it's going to be, and we are going to be a permanent underclass. Because that's what we are, and that's what we've been since we've been here, a permanent underclass. To make laws to lock up people that you don't like, to enforce laws on people that you don't like, and lock them up and use them to basically fund the industrial prison complex or whatever the heck you guys want to call it, to basically use them for free labor And if you did the kind of police work in other areas that you do in black communities, everybody would be in jail. But my take on the policing is that we need to get away from it the way it exists in the country. We need to police uh, based on race. White people are too afraid to police black people, and we have recorded history and documentation to prove it. And they should not be allowed to police our black communities. If you're white, that's a disqualification right there. To work in a black area, you should have to be black. To manage police in a black area, you should have to be black. Captains, chiefs, and all the way up the ladder. That's just the only way it's going to work. Until they admit they're racist and they back the hell up, if they never admit it and they just keep on forcing their way into your community with M16s, then you figure it out. We don't need M16s to keep peace in our communities. And the crisis will go on. And with that, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and we will catch you on another one. Bye bye.